right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Everybody say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powdered Toast Man, Log TV, and Choo Choo, and let's get started with today's video. So this is an interesting knife, to say the least. This is from Tier 1 Gear, and this is the Shieldon Scythe. And this is designed by DC Knives, which is made up of Tier 1 Gear and Reviews. That's Justin over there. And I think it's Old Squirrel Knives. Squirrel Knives. Got it wrong. But anyway, these are designed by DC Knives, and it is the Shieldon Scythe. Now, this is a really cool, totally different folding knife. It's basically, I know we've seen lots of karambits, and some of you are saying it's nothing new, but this is not a karambit. This is a Pikal. Very, very different blade shape and very cool. You see these in fixed blades, and as a matter of fact, they are making a fixed blade out of this. Now, these are not currently available. I am going to give you some specs and everything because maybe when I'm recording this, they're not available, but it sounds like by the time this video posts, they should be available on Amazon. They're doing a second run and they're rushing them, and they should be available on Amazon. Now, the listing on Amazon says $65 for these, and it is hold on, where'd my specs go? Look at that. It is wow, I have lost the blade steel, but I believe, wow, it is G10, of course, and 154 cm steel. Of course, I probably could have read the blade. Scythe there, 154 cm, look at that. And they're $65. And again, they should be available by the time this video airs. So you have contoured G10. You can see there, very contoured, looks very, very good. And you can see the banding, which is always cool. You have kind of a swell out here, and a thin spot in the middle. Now, this is just a 4-finger knife for me. Now, it is designed to kind of get behind this. You got a thumb ramp with jimping here, and do this, of course, for opening packages or whatever, or do this for the same, or get out here. But what it's really intended for is sort of as a get off me kind of thing, which I'm not trained at or anything like that. Now, really cool. Now, the action on this guy is dope, man. This thing has really good jimping right here. By the way, you do have a loop steel clip here. It is not reversible. It is sitting into the scales with flat screws, which is great. You got the Shieldon logo here because this is a Shieldon knife, and you have this wicked grind on that blade. Very cool. Now, the action, again, it's not a dropper. It's a very thin, lightweight blade, so it'll drop to your thumb, but then you got to kind of shake it down. I also can get kind of behind the grind here and middle finger flick it off of the grind, which is really cool. But it is, the D10 on this is perfection. It is really, really well done on this knife. And again, 4-finger knife like this, and 4-finger knife like so. And again, you can get up here and now back off and go like this or whatever. There's several grips here. And again, I'm no expert at self-defense with a knife. Now, you do have very good lock bar access. As you can see, you have black inset liners that are milled. Very cool. And again, I love the banding of the G10 when you get this heavy contouring. You do feel that clip, and no matter in what grip I'm in, you feel the clip pretty well. There's part of me that wonders if this would be better as a little pocket dropper, but it's fine. It's just you really feel that clip, especially in this grip. You really feel it, and I would actually call it a hot spot in that grip. In the reverse, it is definitely not a hot spot. It's more up in the other side of your hand, but you definitely feel that clip. And I'm not sure for what it's used, mainly supposed to be used for. I'm not sure that's a big problem because it's more of a grab it and get somebody off of you kind of thing, from what I understand. Now, it is very, very sharp. You can see here, it definitely punctures. Definitely, I'm not even slashing because there's not enough room here. Let's try this. See? Okay, see, definitely broke through there. Again, I don't have enough room and the cardboard's not solid, but you can see that tip is definitely made for puncturing and stabbing and slashing, and it will definitely do that. Now, can I cut with it like this? Yes. Not the greatest at that, but that's not, in my opinion, what it's really intended for. It's definitely, and it's been around to a bunch of reviewers, so probably could use a touch-up, and yeah, so, but really cool. Now let's see if I can get some of the specs off of this listing. They're kind of jumbled up here, but let's see. So it is, that's the package. I don't need to know about the package. I need to know about the knife itself. That's the one thing about looking at an Amazon listing. All right, so it's a 2.55 inch stonewash hawkbill style blade, G10 154 cm. See if I go over here to Shieldon, if I can actually get a listing. There we go. So DC Blades is a designer. It is a scythe, 58 to 60 on the hardness, 3mm or 0.118 stock, blade length 2.55, handle thickness 0.51, not bad. Total length 6 inches open, 2.1 ounces, T8 hardware. Very cool. It's a very interesting knife, to say the least. Now, in case you're wondering, it's stuck in there. Yeah, lockup is good. You have 30% lockup, and you have dead centered. It's going to be hard to do the comparisons because it's such a different style knife, but this will at least give you a look at, the size of it. So it is a very small knife. And again, it's just meant for a quick business trip, if you will. So there you go. Way smaller than the Rat 1 and definitely still smaller than the Rat 2. Very, very interesting knife. So I guess what I would like to know, is this something you own? Is this something you would carry on a regular basis? It's definitely not a style I'm normally into, but because it's built so well and designed so well, I mean, the way it feels in your hand, again, except the pocket clip, which is just a little too tall, I think. That's the only thing. It's the style, and it's how it falls on my hand because it's so small. It falls right there, and it's just digging in. But is this one that, you're interested in? And what would you use it for? What would be, are you trained in this kind of thing? I guess I'm just curious what each person would like. But I can tell you from a reviewer standpoint, it is designed well, built well, and it's pretty stinking cool. It's kind of different to have something like this that is so I don't know if I call it fidgety just because of what it is, but at the same point, it is very snappy and satisfying with the action. Very smooth, running on bearings, very cool for such a task-driven knife. So let me know what you guys think. Give me a thumbs up. And again, I'd love for you to do all the things, like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. And thank you so much for watching the KnivesFAST channel.